Every time when we pass through difficult circumstances, it seems that our life is hard and you will never find the way out. We even get used to such a lifestyle. However, it's amazing that every trial has got its own appointed date. Why does it have an appointed date? Because there is an appointed goal. Even when there are devil's attacks coming to you, anyway, God controls everything, and He can let something happen in order to make you more perfect, to make you stronger and stronger. If something bad is happening in your life, something hard and horrible, I would like to tell you, don't give up. The most important thing is to fight. Once I've heard something from one man, and it was decades of years ago. No matter what is happening, the most important thing is to fight. I stuck to those words. And every time, no matter what was happening to me, I always followed those words. I always fight. And I keep fighting. And every time, I see that the road will be mastered by walking. You can't stop. You can't give up. You can't let yourself give up. And to say that everything is over and that you will not be able to do that. You can't say to yourself that you will not find a way out, that God won't forgive you. All those things are actually what the devil is waiting for you to say. You know, that God leads us in our life, and He expects us to be such a people who have other words to say. A woman that had been suffering from bleeding for 12 years, she was making her way to Jesus through the crowd. She was breaking all rules. According to the law, she didn't have the right to touch him or anyone else. Can you imagine? She had been bleeding for 12 years. Think about her problem. For those 12 years, Bible says she had spent all her property. She gave everything to doctors. Within those 12 years, what kind of thoughts could appear in her mind? Probably after 5 or 6 years, or even 7 years, she had thoughts that her bleeding would never stop, and she would never be a complete woman. She thought that she would never be healthy. Every time when she consulted a new doctor and was addressed to a new clinic, she was promised something, and a hope appeared in her heart. And you know, I wonder what she felt when nothing helped her again and again. 12 years had passed when she came to the point when she couldn't rely on doctors. She thought that no one could help her on this earth. And one day, she realized that only God could help her. Only the Lord was able to do that. And now you see how she is making her way to Jesus through the crowd. It's so crowded around Him, but she says inside her heart, if I can make my way to Him, if I can go through thousands of people surrounding Him, if I am able to touch the edge of his clothes, I will be healthy immediately. My bleeding will stop. I will have no need to go to the hospital anymore. And since that day, my life will be different. And I would like to tell you today, God is seeking, He is looking for a person who will rely only on Him during difficult times and hard circumstances in his life. And he doesn't need much, but just to touch the edge, a little edge of Jesus' clothes. It takes place very often when a person says inside of himself, I just need God to pay His attention to me and to say just one word. And when it happens, everything changes in his life at once. It is only God who can completely change everything in our life. Only God can truly protect us. As I said, when we have problems, it seems that they will never come to an end. And when everything is good, it seems that it will always be good. But surprisingly, both sides of our life change each other. And when everything is good, we still have to speak to God in our heart. We have to be filled with His Word. I just believe that the time comes when there is the end of humiliation, the end of poverty, the end of diseases and infirmities. Today, no matter what is happening in your life, say in your heart, if I only touch His clothes, I will be healthy. Amen.